It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's December 29th, 2021. Linda's watching this TV show. It's a emergency room trauma. There's something, I don't really know the medical field, within the doctor echelon. Apparently they have some kind of residency. Then they go into attending, I don't know, like the nuances of, so I don't speak on it with any authority. The way that the humans have constructed this prowess and this way of being. I'm in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. The local hospital systems. Linda gets a call tonight. This is like an actual real life, not just TV production. So Linda gets a real life call tonight from a friend who I know because I used to work in Maryland. She was in the office. I left, but she's my mother's age and they became friendly. This person went to a doctor, or Linda calls it a center, and they tell her she has breast cancer. Now, this person is whatever, and she goes to a second opinion, which is now another, it wasn't a, then she goes to something else, another different hospital ring of some sort. Since there's several competing factors and whatever in Manhattan, it would appear, that have like sprung up like leprosy. It's almost like all of the gimmicks and gadgets and enhancements had some kind of pornography relationship and built this health system where they now purposely target and go after the hypochondriacs, scare them, overbill the insurance companies. They pass the innocent victims throughout multiple systems, racking up insurance schemes and charges to all like the biggest fees and whatever. And like I don't even know if some of these patients, I mean, like I said to Lynn, I'm like, it's criminal. You take an innocent person and you tell them they have cancer just to get them all hypochondriac riled up so you can make more money. I mean, it's criminal. There's no other word for it. But this is what this woman, but then this woman's like, so now she feels she has to go for this third opinion. Okay, so now that's more time inside the hospital circus, wasting her time, her life, being exposed to all sorts of disgusting, derelict occupations of all these, like, people who really think who they are. And then it's like, I mean, where does this end? Because they're using those people to treat and corral and scare the F out of all of the innocent, to making all the wrong health care choices, just to raise money for some fleeting memory that nobody really, like, talks about, but, like, there's a problem at fleet level. When you start having time dysplasia, amnesia, and, like, all sorts of memory issues, it's a fleeting issue. For certain. And now I feel like it's a competing fleeting issue, and I'm not certain why. So now, in this area, they tend to do that. So I have a perfect example. Since I'm a resident of observation of the crazy circus that humans have become, that I don't want to take part in, I've been sucked into the vortex of crazy Twilight Zone myself because I was sick trying to find answers, and none of the idiots I ever went to go see in specialists actually had answers like doctors are supposed to have. What they had instead were more, they had tests, insurance billing, and more doctors and specialists to see, wasting my time, my life, my energy, and throwing me deeper into a cycle of never gets anywhere. Just to distract me and keep me at arm's length, feeling like I'm absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, there's a bigger, more guerrilla and modern warfare tactic going on in the interim. While I have that crazy cycle going on in one little Brussels sprout on the same stalk, I've got aviation allowing criminal children of known scary countries and scary governments and shouldn't be touching other people's children, money, or opportunity. And somehow those creatures of criminality that like to cause mass destruction are able to just get on flights or book complete airlines and just, that's another circle on crazy stalk of one Brussels sprout stalk, the entire thing, with multiple Brussels sprouts. And then all of a sudden it's like, I mean, there's so many layers to this, but New York is like an epicenter for like a microcosm that then contains so much outbreak information into epidemiological and pandemonial. But in real life, one woman's situation, I know this woman. She's a wonderful woman. I wouldn't want to see her health deteriorate. And two, I would not want to scare her into thinking she had some kind of disease that she didn't. I mean, these new medical advancements and treatments and everything, on the one hand, they're really great, but nobody's really addressing the issue of they shouldn't be happening. And they're happening at a time where they're weakening a population that I actually needed to stand up and have strength to fight off the other stuff inside on the same stalk in a different bunch of whatever. And it is really difficult watching their health and their mental capacity deteriorate while there's an influx of everything that doesn't belong. And it's like a multifaceted attack. And I am not quite sure where in the world they missed these signs of like huge astrological components. But they're going into play, and I see this guy Michael Seton Hall, handsome fella. He's got, now remember, when they teleport in to my whatever this is, television, I don't have resumes. All I have is a couple of labels, and this one handsome fella, his label says Michael Seton Hall. And then he's got a character that he was cast for called Dexter. But his resume of like his birth pedigree and what he's associated with, yeah, that doesn't come through on the teleporting machine. So he'll have to like bear with me. Sorry about that. I'm not a mind reader. But he came through with some serial killing thing that I heard some of the BLM movement speaking all wrong about, like, as if Michael Hall was the actual serial killer. Right. No, he's just the guy who's documenting all the serial killing being done for disappearing population by other known serialists. And time and space crimes and how on earth are... Ay, ay, ay. So anyway, so in this really sick electronic debut of listening devices and electronic Bluetooth weaponry on signaling and timing technique that nobody really knows how it works, on the inner schematics of, I live in a residence. Somebody purchased this as a gift for somebody I live with. I don't know why my health should be deteriorating because someone else bought this and someone else had fleeting memories thought it would be a great way to get a new ship in their fleet. I mean, like, these are like the sick, like, catalog kids, and like, what do they strive for? It's really scary at like different echelons of what everybody's pushing as far as agenda and who's suffering at the moment in New York and on the East Coast. I'm experiencing a Dexter issue. There's something killing off my population because they're like disappearing. I really can't find many of them. They're no longer, especially in my school district in Bayside, they are no longer looking like, and in Patchogue when we were there, they're no longer looking like North Americans, Native North Americans. They're now looking some other nationality and multinationalities. And I can't find the words or the people to alert to large disappearing portions of the population that seem to be in a succession of some sort, of some nefarious rollout. But again, it's interlayered with a bunch of different moving parts. So I don't know, a wiffle ball with a lot of holes in it, and I'm like on a sinking boat. Ay, ay, ay. That's what it feels like at the moment. So I'm really upset to hear about this one woman, and the fact that she was told she has cancer, and then she was told that she doesn't have cancer. That by itself feels like mental torture. I can only imagine what she must be going through. And then to sit there after somebody's planted the seed of possibility that it might be cancer, and then to have somebody negate it, and then have to try to go for a third. And I mean, it's just like a never ending, disgusting mental disease that the humans have chose to pursue. And then Lynn was telling me that the doctor's office from the first person who declared the cancer is now calling saying it's really urgent. It's really urgent that you come in. It's really urgent. It's really scary. Where is that line of Hippocratic oath and then Hippocratical medical ethics, quite frankly? Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.